Oh. Alright fellas, I'm going to crack a beer. It's the Cloudwater. Pale citrus Chinook. I've never had a Cloudwater before. So, ooh. I have some news. I have some news about the upgrades. Goodness. That's cloudy. That's cloudy water. Before I get into it, I need to. Oh my goodness me. Oh, that's spectacular. Spectacular. Right. So, as you have seen, I have started to do a little bit of a crude plan of the HLT, the mash tun and the boil pot, because I got a message from Brian at Short Circuit Brewers after the last video, and he said that the best thing to do is draw it all out and then you won't forget anything, or it's harder to forget something. Pardon me. Instead of having it just in your head. And I thought, you know what, that's a cracking idea, so I'm going to do it. So on the back of this drawing, we started to put a list of items that we are going to need to complete the pots once we get them. Before we go on to the list, I said in the last video that I was pretty much like 99% sure I was going with SS Brewtech. My goodness me, what's wrong with me? And I can say now that that is 100%, because last week I went to Malt Miller to check out their prices for the SS Brewtech kettles and mash tun, and they were the same as Brew UK, but what clinched it was on the evening when I was asking some questions about shipping, they got back to me instantly, and we had a bit of a back and forth, and I got a reply each time. I've emailed Brew UK about similar things, and they've been pretty snappy getting back. No qualms there. But I don't know. I think it was just the instant connection back that I got, and orders over £100 are free shipping. I don't know whether that's anywhere else or whether that's a standard thing, or even if Brew UK offer that. I don't know. I didn't get that far. I just went with Malt Miller. So I think they had 3 of the 10-gallon infusion mash tuns spare when they arrive, and I ordered one. So that is on its way. Hopefully when they land, they ship them. They said they should be landing the week 10th to the 14th of September, which is not this week, but next week, and then it's like a day till they arrive at the customers. It won't be very long before we are unboxing the new mash tun and having a good look at it, which I can't wait. And of course we're going to be going Malt Miller for the kettles, and the kettles are the same. I haven't ordered them yet, but they are the week of the 10th to the 14th of September, which is the same. So if I get my finger out and order the kettles, then hopefully they should be arriving on the same shipment, I would have thought. or not too far between each delivery. And then we can say once and for all that we're doing the upgrades, and it's going to be SS Brewtech. Now I was going to order them this morning. I had a bit of a look at the elements that I was wanting. I'm wanting about 3.5 to 4 kilowatt element in each, the HLT and the boil pot. And on looking at the length of the elements, they won't fit in the 10-gallon pot that I was looking at. The diameter of the 10-gallon pot is 350 mil, which is the same roughly as the inside of the kegel which I'm using. Well, the element I was looking at is exactly that length, so that's no good. So I put the brakes on ordering them a bit, just while I had a look for elements, and I threw it out on Facebook, on the New Tone Brew Facebook page. I just put like looking for elements, and got some feedback on there, and someone pointed me in the direction of Brew PI. Been over to Brew PI, and I've seen an element on there which looks like they'll fit in. And then I'll just need to get the cover on the outside, obviously, that's going to fit that element. So at least I know I can get them for that size of pot, and so now I can put the order in for the pots. So that's it. We're going SS Brewtech, and they should be here in a couple of weeks, hopefully. Now, going back to the plan that I've drawn out here, and the list that I've put together, which is still short of a couple of things, i.e. new silicone hosing, new cables for the elements. It's not taking into account the new control panel build. It's just solely the ports and fittings that are going to get me to having a 3-pot system like I've got now. God. Let's have the rundown, shall we? Get your calculators ready. Although these prices are... I'm going to be shopping around for the prices on here. The budget for this list is going to be higher than what I'm wanting to be getting in at. But if I've got the budget a little bit higher, then I know what to aim for, and if I save on it, bonus. Straight away, the elements, the two 3.5 kilowatt elements from Brew Builder were over just over 60 quid a pop, but the elements I've found are a lot cheaper than that, so we're making savings already. But so for 2 elements, £125, that'll be cheaper. A Herms coil from Brew Builder, 25 metre stainless steel, £57.50. One recirculation port for the HLT, 9 quid from Brew UK. That's the bulkhead half-inch fitting. One Vorloff arm for the Mash Tun. That's £19.99 from Brew UK. It's £19.50 from Malt Miller. If I choose to go down that route of having that arm, I think it just splashes it over the mash. It's not the manifold that you can get. It's just like a disc that sticks into the pot. But I might do what Tony Yates does and stick some silicone hosing onto the recirculation port and do that for now, so we can save a bit on there. 2 Thermowells, the SS Brewtech ones are £22 for 2. That's from Brew Builder. I haven't got a price yet for the Whirlpool arm because I'm not sure what I'm wanting to go with at the minute. I know that SS Brewtech do one that looks like a nut with a slit in it, but I've seen some videos of people using it. It doesn't look like it's going to cut the mustard. I want a proper tubular arm for the Whirlpool port. I haven't found one yet. This list as well, if you know where to get anything, or a better place, or what to get, i.e. like Whirlpool arms in the UK, leave a comment below, let me know where to go. 2 sight glasses at 50 quid for the pair from Brew Builder. and 12 Camlock males. Don't know what type they are, FA whatever it is. They're roughly the same costing. 12 Camlock males, 39 quid from Brew Builder, and of course then you've got to add that same price for the other side of the camlock, otherwise it ain't gonna work. And then you've got to buy the gaskets, and ×2 bulkhead fittings for the Herms coil comes to £19.50 for the 2, and that's from Brew Builder as well. It comes to almost £400. It's like 360 quid or something like that, just for the bits and bobs to turn the kettles into functioning pots how I want them to function. And we haven't done there. We've then got the control panel build and some various bits and bobs that I've mentioned that we've missed off the list. I wonder I cracked a beer. But you've got to break it down into steps. It's no good. It's no good looking at it in a big lump sum, because it just gets you flustered and you start to panic. So all I've got to think is, mash tun's already ordered. That owes me nothing, and I have the funds to buy the kettles. So the kettles and the mash tun, we can forget about them. Still got a decent sum of money that's going to be coming in when I get rid of the air rifle, which I've just got to find time to sell it. But once that's sold, that money's just getting ploughed into this. We have a long way to go, and we can make a big dent in it, and then when the money's spent, then we can gradually finish it off. I think that's what's going to happen with it. But the old kit is going to stop as is until we are just ready to replace with the new control panel and everything else. I'm thinking probably getting one last brew out of her and then retiring it. And I think that by the time we've done that and gone through them videos and drunk the beer, I think then we'll be pretty well on our way to having some brewery build videos that will be stocking the channel for the first brew of the new system. There are things that may come later, like the warp chiller. Not decided where to go with that, be it counterflow chiller, immersion chiller like I've got now, or a plate chiller. I don't know, but I just need to look at each individual bit instead of looking at the bigger picture. But I'm guessing, because I went into this naively, I just looked at the cost of the pots and thought that's not too bad. So if anyone else is thinking about doing it, upgrading, or even starting afresh and building something that might go into it like me, a bit naive, I suppose this is going to give somebody a bit of an insight into the costings roughly. I know you can do it a lot cheaper. I'm not doing it the cheapest way, but I just fancy a proper bit of branded kit. I don't know why. I think it's because I've had 6 years of my own setup, and I just want to have something a little fancier. But that's it, fellas. So I'm going to now go inside, have a look for some more elements, edit this up, and place the order with Malt Miller for the kettles. But that's it, fellas. So as always, don't forget to thumb this video because you don't want to do. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Click it, you want to start coming next. Share the video, got it that for. To see you until next time. I'm out of here.